Hey everyone, it's Ben, and if you're watching this right now, I just want to say thank you so much for downloading the Six Figure Music Studio Roadmap. I'm really excited to take you through it. And again, I'm going to show you the fastest way to create a six-figure online music studio without needing to teach 40 hours a week. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Again, if you have not downloaded this yet, I'm watching you. Go download it. Make sure that when you open this though, that you click here to create a copy in your Google Drive, or you can always go to the file and then make a copy over here as well. But you want to make a copy because there are going to be actionable things in this roadmap that will have you fill out, will have you create things. Again, I don't want you just watching this video. I want you actually doing it with me. And also, if you want the free mini course, like this video right here, if you want the free mini course that accompanies this roadmap, make sure to click the link below to join our Facebook group to get access to that as well. So you can click this link once you download the roadmap, so that you make sure you join our community as well. Because not only will you get access to the roadmap and the mini course that will be involved with this, but other resources that I provide every single week as well. So how do we use this roadmap? So the goal of this roadmap though is to help you book more calls consistently so that you can impact more students. So if you're wondering like why you aren't getting as many students as you'd like, you need to think about how many calls are you booking first. Because the truth is that only 10% of teachers who read this roadmap will actually execute it. And again, this isn't my first like resource that I'm giving out. I've seen this time and time again, and it's totally normal, right? You get a free resource, you like kind of toss it to the side. You don't know if you're going to use it, but I want to let you know that this will probably be the most valuable resource that the 10% will ever use, right? Because this is literally what I have used to create a full-time income with my studio, all while being a full-time college student as well. So I want you to be that 10%. I want you to be that action taker. I don't want you just to do it for yourself, but to create a six-figure studio for your family, like for your students, for your community, and for the world as well. Because at the end of the day, the most successful studios aren't built in weeks or months. They're built on hours and days, right? Think about the hours you put in every single day. It's that consistency that really builds the business. So whether you're trying to get to like 5, 10, 20, or 50 more students, this roadmap will work for you. Why? Because it's a process. So I'm going to give you a process here that will help you get one student, but it's the process that you can repeat over and over and over and over again. So if you want to be able to get more students signed up, you have to block out at least an hour per day to work on the studio. So I call it a marathon, not a sprint. You don't have to spend like a bunch of like, you don't have to spend hours and hours a day, hours and hours per week. But if you keep it consistent to at least an hour a day, and I'll tell you what exactly you have to do, like this will set you up to be able to get students consistently. So any other tasks that you have, like emailing students, working on your website, lesson planning, like all those things that don't contribute to growing to the studio, those are considered extra and should be prioritized under these, right? Obviously, use your judgment. You know it's important, but also if you're trying to build your studio and you're distracting yourself with other things that aren't going to grow the business, where do you think the business is going to be in a week from now, a month from now, like a year from now? It's not going to be anywhere. So we have to focus on the things that only matter, which is growing the business and making sure that we have more students to be able to impact. So this guide though is perfect for music teachers who, one, are experts in the industry, right? You don't need help with pedagogy. You're an experienced teacher. I'm not going to talk anything about like teaching because, you know, if you're watching this right now, you're probably a great teacher already. You just need more students. You have high retention rates as well, right? I don't need to worry about you retaining students because you're probably a great teacher already. And then also, this is perfect if you are wanting to earn 10K a month or more without burning out your time and energy. And also, most important part, you want to create a bigger impact in the world, right? It's not just for the money, but it's for the impact that you'll have on yourself and for your family and for the world. So in this roadmap though, we're going to learn a few things. So I want you to learn to create a specific niche that you can be able to serve, that will buy your course or your lessons for a high price to solve an urgent problem so that you can feel fulfilled teaching committed students that stay for a long time. I also want you to have a system in place to get inquiries consistently with your ideal students so that you can go from inconsistent growth to having your ideal students in just a few weeks as well. And then lastly, a scalable structure. So like a course or group lessons, like a model to get more students without trading your time for money. And we'll talk about the problems of like the traditional way of running private lessons. But ultimately, I want you to be able to balance your personal time with the stability of teaching in your studio as well. And lastly, you must adopt these 3 mindset principles every day in order to be successful. And these are the exact principles that I tell my clients that help them be able to get the results as well. And something that I like, I live by every single day as well. So, one, you need to have consistent work. So, consistent work compounds and creates results. Also need to take that imperfect action, right? It can be a little scary taking that first step, but we have to be able to take the action knowing that we're going to make mistakes in the future. But it's at the end of the day, it's better than inaction. And then lastly, we want to focus on connection and impact over the sale. So if you're desperate trying to get students, you're going to have that salesy breath. You're going to come across salesy because your intention is to be able to get more money. So as long as you align your intentions with making connections, creating an impact, like it's going to come across the right way. So that's how to use the roadmap. I just want to let you know this has worked for others just like you as well. As we go through the rest of the trainings in this roadmap, we'll not only hear about, you not only see these teachers be able to be successful, but you'll be able to hear and see teacher stories on how they've been able to implement the things in the roadmap as well, so that you can see what it looks like for yourself also. But if you don't know me, my name is Ben. Not only am I a music teacher, but I also coach online music teachers how to create more consistency, security, and freedom in their lives too. I've been doing this over the past 3 years, but in the past 12 months, we've been able to generate over 100K in revenue and cash inside of our business. But also it's just going up from here. So everything that I do here though is something that I want to teach you. So I want to make sure I practice what I preach and I give you the things that are already working. And lastly, you'll hear more about my story. So I don't want to bore you with the details here, but went from a full-time music education student to a 6-figure business owner in only 2 years. So not only do I want to be able to give you the marketing skills and the sales skills that you need in order to create that for your studio, but also in the perspective of a musician, of a music teacher that nobody else can be able to provide. And there's a picture of me right there. And this is also my mentor. I'll talk about him as well. But yeah, I just want to go through the table of contents really quick. So what you can expect here is the next video will go over the 6-figure studio roadmap. What does the roadmap actually look like? And the different parts that go along with it. So ideal student attraction, student acquisition, and the hybrid model. Make sure to watch the rest of the videos so that you can be able to get not only the information and the strategies, but also the insights that I'm going to be able to give you that aren't even in this roadmap as well. So other than that, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Make sure to download the roadmap. If you can't find it for whatever reason, let me know on Facebook Messenger. I will make sure to send that over to you, and I'll see you in the next video.